Over the past 6 months, I've helped Instagram creators pull in over 800 million views, generate $350,000 in revenue, and gain more than 2 million followers combined. And when you're staring at that much data every day, you start to notice patterns, and one of them actually didn't make any sense at first. Some reels that look completely dead, flatlined for weeks, suddenly started to explode out of nowhere. This creator, for example, went from 3,000 views being stuck to now over 240,000 views 3 weeks after posting. Now, at first I thought that was a glitch until I saw the exact same pattern happen again and again across dozens of accounts, including my own one. So I wanted to really know what's going on inside the algorithm, and I found something that completely changes how you should post and structure your content. Because it seems like Instagram is now running multiple tests to decide how long your content is getting shown to people. And if you know how to trigger these tests, your content starts to compound instead of dying and flatlining out. Now, Instagram used to work like this. Once you posted, the algorithm looked at some data signals and essentially gave you a check mark after around 48 to 72 hours, deciding whether you're going to continue in the next reach bracket or if it's done for you, right? You probably saw that before. Views just fizzle out after a few days. Now, that thing just seems to have shifted over the past few months, because if you can actually hold your engagement sort of steady past the first 3 days over and over again with audiences, you're going to continue to get shown no matter how long it's been since you posted it. And that's a really great thing, because simply said, the algorithm now takes really a lot of time to find the right audience for you, meaning if your content is really good, eventually it will get viewers and it'll get your account to blow up. So here's an example from my own channel. This reel right there barely moved for 2 to 3 weeks, mostly because part of my audience followed me 4 years ago for different reasons. Let's not talk about this, but essentially it failed the initial test, right? But then suddenly out of nowhere, we're going to get into that in a second, it started to compound and it's now doing pretty well, almost 2 months after posting. That thing was unheard of just 6, 7, 8 months ago, which means right now for me, or for you if you use the system, leads continue to come in, new followers come in, and with the system I have in place, it basically means predictable revenue without posting daily and burning out. So what does that actually mean for you? Instagram is now ranking you based on the quality of your content itself, not just the size or age of your account like it used to be. Meaning, when your videos keep getting engagement months later, that is the biggest trust signal the algorithm can actually get from you. So how do you get the algorithm to keep testing and showing your posts and reels instead of killing them after 2-3 days? Like it's probably the case for you right now. So here's what we do with our clients. And we've been testing this actually over the past few months. The number one thing Instagram rewards right now is how long people actually stay watching your stuff. Not just one post, one reel, but the next ones too. The algorithm literally tracks how many people go from one of your posts to another, or from a post to a reel, from a carousel to a post, and vice versa. So the easiest fix of getting that up is to literally fix your covers, right? The cover images on your reels. Every cover should make it instantly clear what the video is about so they know what to expect, and ideally make the viewer want to tap the next one that's relevant for them. So that's the first really quick fix, but let's take this a step further. Next thing, you want to make use of this new feature called Link a Reel or Add to Series, depending on what it's called for you. It's basically different for everyone. And essentially you want to link similar topics, or what I call the same similar content pillars, together. That way, a lot of people who finish one reel will want to watch the other one. So naturally, if you link a reel that's a bit older, people will continue to watch it, and the algorithm gets continuous engagement signals to keep it alive in the feed as well. Now that thing alone is how you can naturally keep your content alive for months instead of just days, right? But there's actually another way to force the algorithm to retest your posts again, and it's actually pretty stupid simple. Now that strategy or trick actually happened to me completely by accident, if I'm being honest with you. Inside my AI hub, which is basically my brain and strategies built into custom tools that my clients use to research, for example, what's performing right now in their niche and stuff like this, we basically kept seeing older reels suddenly appear as recently posted. And some of them were clearly not recently posted. They were posted more than 6 months ago. So Instagram still showed them somehow as if they'd been uploaded last week, for example. So I went into a rabbit hole, and here's what I found. Most of these actually had updated or edited their captions, right? For example, a new 6-word caption hook or a different call to action at the end and stuff like this. And that tiny change was enough to basically trigger the algorithm to reset that post again. That means you basically get a second chance at reaching more people without posting anything new, right? Just re-edit stuff. Now, obviously you don't want to overdo that. I say once or twice every few months is okay. And that's especially powerful when you pair it with this next little move, which is even simpler. sharing it to your story. And yeah, you probably heard people say, gurus say, share your reel to your story for getting more views, right? Now, the problem with this is that most creators just slap a new reel on their story with zero context. Just like, oh, new reel, maybe even a sticker above that to kind of hide it, to bring curiosity up. It's not gonna help you, it's just gonna hurt you. Trust me on that. But instead of just dumping your reels on your story like they all say, what you wanna do to solidify this whole strategy is build a 2 to 3 story sequence that basically opens curiosity and that naturally makes people want to watch your reel, kind of like a trailer. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're a real estate agent consultant. You wanna start your story like this. We just sold this house for $82,000 above asking, without lowering the price, doing a bidding war, or spending more on ads. Everyone said the market was cooling off, but there's one small change that flipped the result. We didn't change the price, we changed the story. We stopped selling square feet and hard facts and started selling morning coffee on the patio. We rewrote the listing to make buyers feel the lifestyle, not just read the specs. I broke down exactly how we repositioned the listing in this reel. Tap to watch before your next open house. See how that works? The first story opens salute with the result. Story 2 gives a little content insight and just satisfies them a little bit to make them want to watch, basically. And then there's a call to action to actually really make them want to watch, force them basically to watch if they're in the target audience. And this whole thing kind of feels like a tiny movie trailer if you want. And that's basically what makes people click back into your content. That's what increases watch time, session times, the big thing here for the algorithm. So the big takeaway right here is Instagram right now does not reward quick spikes anymore. It rewards creators who build content that compounds over time. And if you just use these 2 moves, linking your content and reigniting it again and again, your posts don't just reach more people, they'll actually stay alive for months to come. And if you want me to personally help you set up that system, among others obviously, the same ones we've used with our clients who've pulled in over 800 million views, you can apply and book a call below. We can only take a few creators at a time, obviously, but if there's a fit, we'll map out how we can actually help you reach your goals in this call. With that being said, those goals usually come down to one thing: turning all these evergreen views and your increased reach into a consistent sales and revenue machine. So in this video, I'll show you how to structure your content so you'll be able to pull in thousands of dollars with not that many views consistently.